And welcome back, stage 15 of our 2016 Tour de France playthrough. We're here with Team BMC, back as they were in 2016. Last stage, sprint stage, we keep Van Avermaet in the points classification jersey with a 9th overall. The stage was won by Sam Bennett. Today's stage looks a bit more up and downy kind of thing. What we're going to do is we're going to hopefully keep up with Van Avermaet. It's a bit of a punchery day. If not, we're going to go with probably Port on this last hill here. Favourites for today's stage, of course, the hill climbers, Sapino, Landa, Thomas, Bookman, Quintana, Valverde, Nibali, Yates, Martin, and Dumoulin. So it's going to be quite a show there. Running ourselves, 10th on GC with Port, 1st with Van Avermaet in the points classification, and 3rd in the teams. Let's get into this. How did this stage play out in real life? Let's have a look when it loads. We're in stage 15. Stage 15 looked like a win for the breakaway, I think. Yes. With Yalcin Pantano of IM Cycling taking the stage ahead of Rafael Majka. Then Lexi Vamos, Sebastian Reichenbach, Alaphilippe, Serge Pauls, Pierre Roland, Ilnay Zakarin, and Danny Navarro leading out the top 10. The main peloton was led in by Wout Poels, 3 minutes down on the winners. Chris Froome in 2nd, then Quintana. Anything major in that stage that occurred? A few riders DNF'd. In the GC, Port gained 1 position, Van Garderen lost 2, and Bardet climbed 1 position. Otherwise, Froome was still leading. Okay, do we think today is going to be a breakaway stage? Let's have a look. What are the forms like today? Look at that, good form on Richie Porte and Van Avermaet, both +2s. So we can hopefully do some magic here. We want to put maybe Van Avermaet in the breakaway, maybe. We could get some sprinty points from there if we're in the breakaway. Yeah, put him in the breakaway and we'll use, who else? Who's there? One else on a bad day, we'll put you to protect Port. If they're less in the breakaway, that is. We're going to wait for someone else to attack first, or are we going to be the ones to attack? Stannard, is he going? No? Yeah, he goes an attack there, so we will attack with them. Who is this? Kreuziger, Navarro. Snuck on behind Navarro, don't sprint too much. Returning to the peloton. Bardet wants to come with us. Martin, Calopan, Bagil, Vokla, as always, trying to get into the breakaway. Rui Costa, yeah, do some work actually in the breakaway, I suppose. Try and get it established so we can get away and grab some of these points in the points classification. Vokla's trying to attack, but unfortunately his low level of acceleration and sprint has caused him just to lead the peloton. Here we go, Kelderman, Van Baarle, Fränk, Sepulveda, Verheyen, Vokla once again trying to make it in. Van Avermaet kind of struggling in the back of the breakaway here. Oh, too much. Instead, we'll just go average pace here like that, maybe a bit less, 63, no, 65. Jeez, it's a bit of an odd time here. I don't want to reduce the speed a bit. Crash, who has crashed? Who is a big kind of fall here? 6 riders are down. Oh, a few of them aren't starting. Pinau is crashing out. Dumoulin has lost a bit of time. Cavendish, the Manx Missile, Sinkeldam, Hollenstein, and Pibernik. It's a bit unlucky for him there. Van Avermaet just sitting in, holding on. But yeah, maybe it would have been better to hold him in the, not the breakaway, in the peloton. Oh well, we'll find out. 67 holding on to the back, 2Ks to go. We're not going to sprint with those guys, we just want to hold on to grim death. Just make it. Moinardi's been dropped out the back. Burkhardt will be next to go. Let's put Char onto Portland. Van Avermaet, you can get some balls. need you to recover a bit before we start working. Let's send Caruso, Bookwalter is pretty dead, get some water. Start working again slightly, 60, 65 we'll say. I mean, that first hill was quite tough, second hill looks a lot easier. Hopefully we'll get, don't really care about the mountain points, we just care about these sprint points that will be coming up a bit later on. Just want to take those. A lot of these riders here are trying to take the points here. Koziger. What's Koziger like? Oh, he's alright. Do enough to keep up with this bunch here. And hopefully we'll catch them on the descent. Grab some more water for Van Avermaet. Peloton, they're all staying nicely together. Bookwalter's got the water. Maybe Van Avermaet could even want to stay. Oh, that's right. This is the version where it doesn't show the time difference. It just shows the actual absolute time in brackets. Well, that's a bit excessive.
The breakaway is not to everybody's liking. The peloton has significantly increased its speed. There's an attack in the group at the front.
Counter attack by Martin.
No, we can't get dropped. No. No. Come on, Van Avermaet, let's go. Get back up here. Because the sprint points are coming up and we need to sprint for those. Excellent. Now we're here, we'll just sit in. Do a bit lighter pace. Is anyone going to challenge our sprinting? Maybe Izaguirre, Helapan, Ben Bala. 1.2. This was a minimal effort as possible. Okay, excellent. We can just roll across the line. Perfect. I mean, we achieved our 20 points in the breakaway today. Let's try to hold on here. Breakaway is losing ground. Van Avermaet's losing ground. Oh dear, done it again. Grab some water on the way down. It's a big fall now. Who's this? MP Poles. Big loss of people. Anyone stopping and standing still? No. There's Poles there, working his way back into the bunch. Is Aru being led in by Kangat, and Van Avermaet's done for the day, so we can get him to sit up and just wait. And we'll get Bookwalter to grab some water just before we start this climb. We shouldn't though, because we should use him on port to protect port, but once we get him back with bottles, then we'll use him to protect port. Oh, Van Gardner needs to get some water. Shy gets water instead. Bookwalter, you protect Mr. Port there. Get up this big climb and then we'll see what's what. Oh, Bookwalter is... Oh, Van Avermaet, why are you at the... Great. In the meantime, we will use Van Gardner on port just to keep him safe in position. Yep, and Van Gardner's gone, so now we use Dennis. Automatic view as well now, because I can't bother controlling you. Aru's at the back. And just make it over the top and we'll be perfect. We are indeed perfect. Let's get Van Gardner to get some water. Ah, it should be quiet, but there we go, down the hill. Nice and safely. Looks like Breakaway's going to win. Van Avermaet will not be catching up. Please hope he catches up though. So we have a bit of a sprint to help us there. If not, who would we use for our sprint? Probably Caruso. Yeah, if Caruso can keep up this hill, maybe we'll launch a cheeky attack at the top with some of our guys with his left. Don't want you to work. Is it Saga in this bunch here? Bloody hell. We don't want them to catch up. Land is still here, Thomas is still here, Poles, Froome is big lot of Team Sky here. 20k's of flat. Do we think we can ride that? I think we could if we had if we had all our team, or four of them make it up the top quite quickly. We reckon we could. So we'll go about 3k's to go. Oh, I better actually save them. Actually, we'll save them and we'll use them to work on the flats. So that's on the sprint. Who the hell attacked? Oh, great. Great. Let's go, come on, Port. Caruso, do some work. 83. Everyone on work for 83. Yeah, there we go. No more fast forwarding because that just ruined a whole lot of shite. Okay. 5k's to go. Dennis, Caruso sit behind. Port sit behind that. Let's just get these guys away from here. Get into Pino, because Pino's just behind us or in front of us? In front of us in GC. It's the breakaway. Let's go. Caruso, 3k's to go. 99. Start sprinting. Port, 1k to go. Let's go, Port. You're not going to do as well as Froome and Shevchenko and Alaphilippe, but going to keep up with a few of these guys. Well, that was a shit stage, that one. We lost the ball with the fast forwarding once again. Here comes Van Avermaet. Attack these guys. Is it near there? No one else really important, but Bookwalter, sprint, attack, attack, attack. Okay, so we could have done something we didn't fast forward too prominently, I suppose. Oh, looks like there's some riders who will be out at the end of the stage. Looks like a lot of riders actually. Jeez. So we will go through those riders there. I mean, it was a hilly stage and there was a lot of riders have got pretty bad stats. Oh. But they took the stage with the rest of these guys here and wherever. We came in 2 minutes 28 down. Dennis made it in, cool. Van Garderen 3 minutes 36. People who had to withdraw when Anacona. McClay was out of time. Capel, Wagner, Rast. Oh, Henderson, no! Kittle. So that's smaller again. Overall, we're still 10th. Oh, Bardet's now close behind us. That's gonna be careful of that. Pino's still in 9th. Points classification is still us. So we gain a bit more of a lead. Mountain classification, you don't really care. No one's in youth, and we're still 3rd in the teams. Stage 15. That was a bit all over the place. We Possibly could have done a bit more if I didn't fast forward more on the last little hill. Remember that for the next stage. Otherwise, happy with our performance. I mean, Van Avermaet gained more points. Maybe it could have been a bit better if he kept up in the end, but those 20 points in the middle were probably better than what he would have got because the breakaway would have still stayed away. So, I'm happy with that performance. Hope you are too. And we'll see you next time for stage 16, which is a... What stage was stage 16? Stage 16 is a medium mountain stage. Excellent. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and cheers.